Very good. Okay, very good.
Good morning and welcome to another episode of Hard Factor presented by the Barstool News Network. It is Florida Man Friday, October 16th, 2020. And today, the boys are joined by a very special guest, Barstool's newest employee and a born and raised Florida man himself, the internet phenomenon that is Coach DUGGS. Coach DUGGS, welcome to the show.
Thank you for having me. It's a pleasure.
Yeah, I mean, we're excited, man. You really set the internet on fire by looking exactly like Big Cat's avatar, and then making all the videos over the lockdown. Can you give us a little background, DUGGS, on how that all started and kind of the ride that was the lockdown and playing Coach DUGGS for you?
Yeah, absolutely. Well, again, thanks for having me. Coach DUGGS. It was the saga, if you will. It was a crazy experience. It's definitely life altering for me for sure. But how it started was, Corona hit and quarantine hit. March Madness got canceled. And so Big Cat said, hey, I'm going to play video games. And I actually, everything kind of just worked out the way it was. The video game character he picked, I believe he described it as he just picked as he got as fat as the character could get. And he went with that character. And
we all know about that. Well, at least when I create characters, I have to take them to the limit, to the extreme.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. Just as far, just push the analog stick all the way to the right, and it'll get there.
Facial recognition. It's like, nah, it's too fat.
yeah, exactly. And so he took Coach DUGGS to FSU. He started at Toledo, and then the character went to FSU. And when Trigg actually put it in like a cartoon caricature style. And I said, hey, that kind of looks like me on game day. So I happened to be an FSU graduate. So I threw all my FSU gear on and took a picture and, told Big Cat, hey, identity theft isn't a joke. And I just did it. I thought that was just the joke. And I was like, hey, maybe I'll get a retweet. And then from there, it just, I woke up and everyone's, messaging me, and it just kind of,
it was huge immediately.
Yeah. Just everything worked out the way it was. And I went with it and had fun.
Nice. That's awesome. My wife went to Florida State. Sorry, Pat.
How soon did the nudity start?
The what?
The nudity? Didn't you take some nudes?
Oh yeah, that's
the body episode.
It was. I don't want to say it was nudity. There were.
It was very tasteful from what I saw.
Thank you very much. It was. That's what I was going for. I was going for tasteful. But yeah, the ES. I think it was out when he was in LA when he went to USC. That was like the ESPN. The
body issue. Body issue. Yeah.
Exactly. And so I thought about it. I had already recreated one or two of the covers, and so I actually thought about it. I'm like, should I do it? Because that's not really in my head. If you have never done something like that, that's like I still have a job. Like I still work at a bank. Right. And it's all on Twitter. Like I'm sure someone's going to put this on Facebook. Like it's out there once it's out there. And I thought about it. I said, you know what? I've been having fun up till now. Everything's been fun, and I've been doing it all for the character, for the bit. And so I said, if I don't do this, that's I'm not giving everything I can.
Hell yeah, you got to do it. You got to do it.
Exactly.
Yeah, once you do the body episode, you've crossed the Rubicon, so to speak, the Julius Caesar.
Yeah, I was DUGGS at that moment forward.
Yeah.
Well, DUGGS, I mean, everybody's going to call you DUGGS, but what's your real name, DUGGS?
My name's Colin. Yeah, Colin McClough.
Nice to meet you, Colin. But you do know that now everybody's going to call you
last name DUGGS.
Forever,
yeah, exactly. Yeah, that's actually one of the things I'm trying to figure out, the transition. It's because I'm just going to be known as DUGGS, and that was one of the cool things going into it, is like no matter how it ended, and we'll see how it transitions and everything. But that was it. Am I going to be Colin still? Am I DUGGS? Do people? Well, especially on Twitter, I was getting DMs from high school football players, saying like, hey, coach, can't we, they're just kidding me who I am. But there were a lot of people, sending me highlight reels and everything. And I'm like, I don't think people
you could be a recruiting force for anybody, really.
That's true.
Yeah.
They get you in the living room.
You might get a head coaching job too. You might just become the coach of one of these colleges.
I've willed this so far, let's keep it going.
And DUGGS is a last name, I assume. So maybe you could slip Colin in there if you wanted.
Yeah. So the coach's name is Gus Duggerton. Coach, Gus, and DUGGS for short. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So you're like the Barstool version of like when an Indian kid gets born and he looks like a god, like Ganesh or something.
Yeah.
That's like you.
It just happened to work out. Yeah. And I'm gonna take it for what I can.
So
That's
Doug,
awesome.
I see you're giving out picks on the weekend. What else are you going to be doing at Barstool? What are you going to be bringing the people?
Yeah, and so that's actually I'm interested to keep the content going. Making funny videos. I'm a stand-up comic here in Jacksonville. I've been doing it for a few years. I was class clown in high school. That's just kind of like what I like to do. So I'll be making video, doing content like that. I've got a breaking news, I guess. I've been in contact with Frank, and we're going to have a little a podcast starting early next week.
Sweet.
Yeah, so I haven't figured out. Obviously, we do the mini golf things, and I figure maybe he's getting into gambling too. We're both fresh gamblers, and so I think we might have like a Barstool Units podcast. And
count us in
like
on like any kind of unit videos you need. We do a lot of videos making fun of how fat we are. We're in fat, like weight loss competitions with each other all the time. So yeah, if you ever need extra fat bodies, just let us know.
That would be exactly. Yeah. Everyone that's the beauty of Barstool Units. Anyone can be a unit.
There you go.
That's right.
We got a few of them.
Yeah, units respecting units. So you lived in Florida. You're from Florida. You're still in Florida. You went to school in Tallahassee, but you live in Jacksonville, correct? What's the craziest thing you've seen, Florida man style?
Florida man. There's so much. That's just a Florida man for everyone outside Florida. Like, oh, that's crazy, and it's like, really, that's just a Tuesday. But I would say, a couple of years back here in Jacksonville, there was a guy who, I believe he was admittedly intoxicated to a certain extent, and he just happened to figure, hey, I have this gator. It was pretty small gator, only like 4 or 5 feet maybe, and
that's nothing in the sunshine.
And he said, hey, why not? I'm already drunk. Let's go get some more beer. So he walked into a local corner store, and he was just showing his pet gator around while he's buying beer. I believe some of the patrons didn't appreciate it, but that's what you got to expect when you go into a corner store in Florida.
Absolutely.
It's technically armed robbery or attempted robbery, because it's a deadly weapon.
I believe the mouth was taped up. So
okay, well,
yeah, he had it holstered.
Fair.
But that's like having a safety on your gun.
Boys will be boys.
Armed robbery.
Yeah.
Some states it's allowed. Florida, that's fine. It's not even a slap on the wrist. But yeah, I think we heard about that. We might
is the alligator the state animal? I hope so, right? Or is there what else would be? I don't know.
Yeah, I'm not sure. I believe, I imagine it would be the gator.
Gator's got to be up there.
The state animal is actually a dead gator on the road. It's a roadkill gator.
Exactly. I think it's a skinny white dude. I think it's a state animal. I'm pretty sure.
Nice. Well, Doug,
Doug,
you want to stick around and hear some Florida man stories from this week that we found?
I'd love to. I can, being from Florida, I can never get enough of it.
Nice. As a Florida man, though, do you ever take any offense to the styles of Florida man stories? You know what we're about to get into.
Of course, yeah, not at all. I've stayed here, for 20 to 30 years now, and so I'm about that life.
Nice.
I married a Florida woman mostly to make fun of Florida. Like that's one of the main motivations. Like,
it's okay. It's okay. My wife's from Florida. I can make these jokes.
That's right.
Yeah.
Huge factor.
Asian kid.
Yeah, that's why you have an Asian kid. Exactly.
Yeah. You guys want to?
We're just assholes that did things in life to be able to make jokes about it.
That's right.
As you know, I've gone bear. I'm all for the bit.
Yeah.
All right, well, let's get it going. This first one, not really sure who it's from. The Hive, we'll say. It's a tough one for Hillsborough County Sheriff's deputies, as Sunday night a man was hit by a car crossing the road at 4 a.m. As deputies rushed to save the man's life, they accidentally ran over his body. Both of them did. The deputy's 25-year-old, both of them. The deputy's 25-year-old Jorge Gonzalez Fundura and 24-year-old Raymond Weibley have each not been on the force for even 2 years. The driver who hit the pedestrian was cooperating and is being claimed that in no way did the deputies, both, again, who ran over the body, contributed to the man's death, as he was definitely already dead when that happened.
This sounds like a scene out of Naked Gun. Like Detective Frank Drebin shows up and runs over the body twice and yells, "Nothing to see here." And then,
Both cars ran over the body?
Yeah.
Both of them.
Two separate vehicles. Okay.
I was thinking there was two guys in the same car. You're saying that
they weren't sitting on each other's laps driving.
What was the guy wearing?
Cruisers.
All black?
An invisible suit. I don't know.
Clothes made of asphalt. Yeah.
This he was hit 3 times by 3 different cars in
but we can laugh
8 hours.
Dead first, right?
Yeah, that's what they say.
I don't say.
I can't find anything. Usually that has to be declared by like an EMS or a doctor, from what I understand. Sounds like a real Ravensbourg situation here.
Doug's catch up for that. Ravensbourg is in South Dakota. He's some kind of politician that
Attorney General.
He claimed that he hit a deer when it was actually a man, like a week ago.
When he was drunk driving home from like a bar.
Oh, they released the 911 tape of that shit. You should hear it. It's he's clearly
he did call the cops, or
he called the cops,
but he said he hit a deer. But it was
the politician guy did.
Because when you hit a deer, you always call the cops to let the cops know you hit a deer.
Right,
standard procedure.
Exactly.
It was a human-shaped deer that yelled like a human.
So these officers are about on that guy's level. It seems like.
Yeah. I literally could not find anywhere where they said that the body was declared dead, but that's what they're going with.
Thank God they didn't call the fire department over. Jesus,
oh, shit.
Been
You
rough.
gotta ask yourself, like, did one roll up and run this body over and then realize what they'd done and then see the other dude roll over the body, or like was it in quick succession? Because
I think they were racing.
No.
Yeah, he's just a good partner.
I feel like if you hit a body, if you ran a body over and then realized, shit, I ran a body over, and then your partner rolled up and ran the body over, you're putting the body rollover on your partner, right? You're gonna be like, what did you do? You're not saying you also rolled.
No, these guys' plan is the best. You're saying like he was definitely dead before. Both of us saw it. He was dead.
Yeah. His partner, the guy in the other cop car, saw him getting up after the second hit, and he's like, "This isn't going to be good for us." And he had to hit him a third time.
They could be in the same car. I have no idea. It sounds like they're in different cars. Anyway, so the investigation is ongoing. We'll see what happens there. And that story was brought to us by Lightstream. If you're like most people, you have a balance on your credit card and a higher interest rate than you would like. But why not turn those balances into one monthly payment at a lower fixed interest rate and start saving money?
Makes a lot of sense.
Yeah, Lightstream offers credit card consolidation loans from 5.95 APR with auto pay and excellent credit.
Hey, Doug, you worked at a bank. Is that a good rate?
Yeah, I'm actually a real estate agent as well. So,
ooh, oh, nice.
Yeah,
nice.
I'm not sure if I can, with my license, I'm not sure if I can give out any endorsements or anything, but I would.
Well, it's a good rate.
I'll let you handle that. I wouldn't say no.
All right. Fair enough.
Yeah. The rate is fixed, so it'll never go up over the life of the loan. Application is 100% online. You don't even have to leave your house to apply. You can get a loan from $5,000 to $100,000, and there's absolutely no fees. My loan was approved. Big news. I'm about to slash my credit card interest rates by over half on a $10,000 loan. So fantastic deal. I was approved in about 2 business days. I actually didn't log on, but I found out today that I was approved.
Congrats, buddy.
Thank you. Yeah, I'm going to be probably just even more in debt now. Our listeners can save even more with an additional interest rate discount. The only way to get this discount is to go to lightstream.com/factor. That's lightstream.com/factor. Subject to credit approval. Rate includes 0.5% auto pay discount. Lowest rate requires excellent credit, and conditions apply, and offers are subject to change without notice. Visit lightstream.com/factor for more information.
All right, guys. When you're at a hotel, you expect to be pampered. It's totally normal and natural to have that expectation, especially when you're a Florida man, because a hotel stay is a rare and special experience, right, Dougs?
It is.
Yeah, it's usually only reserved for traveling while in protected custody. So you could imagine how 24-year-old Florida man Justin Mills felt when things during his stay at the Courtyard Marriott in Naples weren't exactly to his liking. Maybe the ice machine had run
when
dry.
You're paying for the Courtyard. I mean, if you upgraded from the baseline, I don't even know what's below the Courtyard, but there's got to be something
Red Roof,
below
Motel
it.
6.
Right. If you upgraded to the Courtyard, you need a good stay.
I thought this must be his honeymoon when I was reading the article, but I don't think it was. But, it's a big deal. So he's pissed because something's not going right. The ice machine could have run dry. Maybe the vending machine's out of flaming hots. Maybe the bed wasn't to his liking. I don't know. But Justin wasn't happy with the hospitality. And at 6 a.m. on Wednesday, Justin rolled into the lobby without a mask and immediately expressed his displeasure by pushing the night clerk and calling him a fucking Indian bitch. Now the story didn't indicate the man's heritage, so I don't know if he meant.
I think he's probably Indian-ish.
Yeah, well, Florida, you never know. There's lots of anti-Native American sentiment down there. Andrew Jackson bullshit. He could be talking about people from East Asia. I don't know.
Given how aggressive that first comment was, I doubt that the race of the person he was talking to is even relevant. It was perhaps that's just what he says to people when he's seething angry.
Yeah, he might say that to Caucasians. You Indian bitch.
You never know. But Mills, guys, he pushed the clerk and then he followed the clerk on the front desk and knocked his glasses off his face. I'm assuming so the clerk could see the issues with Justin Stay more clearly. Kind of a come on ref situation. The clerk naturally then threatened to call the police, to which Justin replied, "If you call the police, one day I'll wait for you, beat the shit out of you, and put my dick in your mouth."
Whoa.
Which is quite a threat. You don't want to hear that.
No, that's one of the worst. That's one of the worst things you can hear.
Yeah.
How many other people were in the lobby at the time? Like, I mean,
I don't know. I know it was probably none because it was 6 a.m. And I'm assuming
just
that
the two of these guys.
I don't know if the night clerk is Indian, gay, or attracted to Justin.
There was no video.
It just sounds bad.
Oh, man.
It sounds
You
like
don't want to have to be looking over your shoulder for a loose dick that might be coming into your mouth every day you get off work.
You hate corners for the rest of your life.
That is not good.
Constantly changing your name and address. Anyway, guys, the manager arrived, thank God. While the clerk was waiting for the police. They called the police. And she reportedly went to Mills's room and told him to get off the property. And Mills responded by screaming that he needed a towel. And he called the manager a fucking cunt bitch, saying, "I should kill you." So
he left off the racial part of it.
Right. We don't know what her race was either. So I mean, it comes down to he needed a towel. Okay.
That was the issue. He needed a towel.
Well, at least one of them. There could have been multiples.
Had a huge spill.
Yeah.
When you're
Very
at the courtyard,
urgent
bro,
spill.
As Doug said, it's not the Motel 6, it's not the Red Roof, bro. You're paying top dollar. You're only going to stay at a hotel of this quality maybe twice in your life, and you don't have enough towels. I'm sorry. It's not
people
acceptable.
that are this entitled, like that, like they've just been berating people and making racist remarks, and then they still expect excellent service afterwards. You just gotta love those people. Like they're just funny to watch operate in society.
It smells like my cum in my room, you cunt. Get me a towel.
They expect not to be arrested.
You guys should have anticipated I was going to masturbate in here everywhere. Guys, Mills got into another altercation, screaming at the manager and raising fists. And on his way out, Mills told staff, I guess the manager pushed him. So he told staff, "Look, we're even because I got pushed too." So he was essentially saying, let bygones be bygones. He had pushed the night clerk. The manager pushed him.
Tell him you pushed me.
He's a fair is fair guy.
Yeah.
You know, he's a tit for tat guy. Police arrested Mills at the parking lot. It's assumed Marriott will be withholding his reward points for this particular stay.
Whoa.
That's the bully.
Oh,
God.
That's the
there
bully.
he is.
He's like a
He
little emo
wears
kid.
glasses as well.
He's he's an extra towel, extra napkin type guy. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, he
Well,
looks
messy.
like he's never. They definitely left the shampoo out of his room by the looks of this picture.
Those are like government issued glasses.
Look at those glasses. He's so blind. How does he know it's an Indian person?
It's hard. Yeah, he could have been really anything that is non-white. Anyway, guys, that story is brought to you by Predict It, the only place where you can wager on news and politics. If you want to get a free $20 to play around with, you need to go to predictit.org/promo/hardfactor20. That's a unique URL. There's no codes. You got to go to that unique URL, predictit.org/promo/hardfactor20. Sign up for a new account. Throw $20 in that account. Guess what? We'll match it. We'll match you up to $20, or just you throw 20 and we'll give you 20. Predictit.com/promo/hardfactor20.org.
That's awesome. I wish Doug's like knew that guy. He's like one of these stories. Like the mugshot comes up. He's like, "Oh shit, I know that guy."
Yeah, too bad we don't have too many Jacksonvilles in here today.
I know. Usually we do.
Well, Jacksonville is more. It's it's more southern Georgia than anything. Yeah.
How close to Savannah are you?
Just about an hour and a half.
Yeah, not too
Jacksonville's
far.
like the biggest city by land mass, right?
In the contiguous United States. Yeah, there's a couple cities in Alaska that I don't. But we don't. It's Alaska.
Doug's, get this. So you'd love this. Back in the day, we used to do sketch comedy with PFT and another guy, and we were writing scripts. And the script that we each like submitted our best work. And so the one I was writing was about two guys that are from Jacksonville, who, this is before weed's legal anywhere, and they grow weed on the side of Interstate 10 going back and forth from Jacksonville to LA over and over again. And then you just have funny things happen along the road. But I did a little research about Jacksonville, and like they were Jags fans. Did a little writing from the mind of a Jags fan. But yeah, it was. I felt
cool
cool.
Material there.
Yeah, I felt like a real Jacksonvilleonian.
I like
a couple days.
I like the character from The Good Place. That
Yeah.
He's funny.
Yeah. What do you call
guys.
yourselves? Jacksonvillers?
Jacksonvillians.
Jacksonvillians.
904s? Is that what you said there?
Yeah. Yeah, that's actually one. I mean, we are named after Andrew Jackson, so it's,
Good
Nice.
dude.
Trail of
Solid
Tears.
guy.
Nice.
Yeah.
American hero, really.
Maybe they should-
Because everything's kind of getting changed around, and well, that was one of the high school I went to. I went to Nathan Bedford Forrest High School.
Whoa.
And, yeah,
No way.
it just got changed like 10 years ago, but nobody ever believed me. Like I went to FSU, and they're like, "Oh, what high school?" I'm like, "Oh, I went to Nathan Bedford Forrest," and shut up. Like, no, where'd you go? And I tell them, no, I went to Forest High School, and it's like going to Jefferson Davis, and I'm like,
Right.
No, that was in middle school.
Yeah.
No, that was in middle school. Yeah.
Yeah,
Like,
that's
Jesus,
sweet. Yeah,
This bit you're doing is really fucked up, man. Like,
Yeah, we're from Virginia. We're from Virginia. We get it.
yeah,
Like,
we get it.
and people still like the Florida State flag, isn't it still like, I mean, it's kind of like it's still the X, right? Like, I mean,
so it's basically the Alabama flag with just a Florida seal in the middle of it.
yeah.
Yeah.
So that harkens back to a different era.
Hey, at least Renegade hasn't been canceled yet, right? The guy had a
Not
horse.
yet. Well, we have the school has a deal with kind of like a partnership with the Florida tribe of Seminoles.
Nice.
The Ohio Seminoles do not like it at all, but the Florida tribe is kind of like whatever.
The
we'll
Lorenzo Lamas TV show Renegade got canceled like 10 years. 15
Yeah, no,
years
this
ago.
is
Is that what
the
you're talking about?
mascot. No, this is the mascot
okay.
for Florida State. He comes out on a
Big
horse. Yeah.
Yeah, Renegade's the horse. Osceola is
There you
the
go.
count
They
horse.
should just get
There you
Lorenzo Lamas on that horse. I mean,
I
kinda
agree.
solved the
Renegade
problem.
was a fan. He was on the Hog,
Oh, man.
motorcycle. Great show. All right, guys. This one is coming out from Tampa, Florida, where my wife is from. Shout out Tampa. Shout out St. Pete. And someone's getting soft cornered here, guys. It's a rare Florida man soft corner. 80-year-old Jean Colts has been without her wedding ring of 45 years since this March, guys. Not cool. She, in fact, cries herself to sleep every night because of this, which is weird, but very sad. You see, she dropped off the wedding ring and wedding ring band, so multiple rings, to Kay Jewelers to get a diamond repaired, and then the mall closed because of COVID. So
Diamond repaired.
Yeah.
Whoa. Like, as in replaced on the ring?
yeah, replaced, repaired. One of the diamonds was fucked up, so she needed to. She loved the ring. The bands around the ring were irreplaceable. 45 years old, had a lot of sentimental value. She drops them off to the Kay Jewelers. They say you'll have them back in 2 weeks. Here's the paperwork, and then boom, mall shuts down for several months due to COVID. Right. Fast forward from March to August, and Kay Jewelers reached out to Jean to tell her that her ring, along with a bunch of other people's rings, just disappeared. Fell off the back of a truck in a shipment. Poof, gone like magic.
Wow. Well, I mean, do they get money for it or what?
Well, you don't get your 45-year-old ring back.
No.
Because it's gone.
How many engagement rings did they lose, or how many wedding rings?
Hundreds, it sounds like.
I'll tell you what happened here is the Kay Jewelers employees. It was chaos in the mall when COVID hit, and the Kay Jewelers employees, the manager was like, you guys shut it down, hourly employees. I trust you.
Yeah.
And they were like, wait a minute, I make $14.50 an hour here at the K.
Jean's
but
ring
there's
looks pretty good.
millions and millions of dollars of
Yeah.
jewelry here. I think I'm gonna take it. That's what happened, and then they changed their names.
I think you're onto something, Pat, and we'll get to it in a little bit. But Jean's pissed, guys. As you can imagine, she's crying herself to sleep at night. So that's how pissed she is. And she went on to
that's tough. I mean, 45 years to
80
keep
years
something
old.
that long. 45 years. I can't even
They're killing Jean,
yeah.
guys. She went on to say, "It cannot be replaced. There's no way they can replace it. I'm sure I could get another set similar to it, but it would just be rings. There's nothing, no meaning at all.
Poor
Nothing
Jean.
at all." Yeah, poor Jean. I mean, Jean's daughter, Kim, got is pissed for Gene, and she turned to Better Call Benkin for help. I don't know if you know who that is, DUGGS, but I guess she's an investigative reporter, Shannon Benkin, in the Tampa area. And nice. She investigates fraud. And guess who she investigated in 2016 and 2017? Baskins. No, that would be awesome. I wish you hadn't said that because now it's going to be a letdown. K Jewelers, K Jewelers' parent company also.
You just said Investigation Tampa. That's the only thing that comes to mind.
She is in Tampa, so that was a good guess. But it was K Jewelers, and they had more than 50 missing pieces of personal jewelry that they had a police investigation for, thanks to Shannon Benkin back in 2016 and 2017. So it happened again at this fucking K Jewelers.
Well, and K, we had a story last week, where a K got knocked over, and they took like how much? Millions of dollars.
People are coming out of the woodworks from across the country saying they're horror stories from K Jewelers handling of their personal material.
K's getting
every
run
theft.
during COVID.
Every theft begins with K's. I don't know if I can say that allegedly. But yeah, that's basically it. K Jewelers is having a tough time handling people's personal items, and I would.
It's a tough industry. Tough industry to be in is like defending incredibly small but incredibly valuable goods during COVID when nobody like can go to work or like everybody's like out of the facilities. So.
I agree with you, and I'll tell you one manufacturing company that is trustworthy, and that's Mack Weldon, guys. So it's fall time, and it's time to get new clothes, new wardrobe, new season. I did at Mack Weldon because they gave us a very generous gift coupon. Basically, got a whole new wardrobe. And Mack Weldon is in fact a premium men's essential brand and a one-stop shop for men's essentials, all the way from socks, shirts, hoodies, underwear, polos, and active shorts. Mack Weldon promises comfort and a consistent fit you can count on. All of you guys have gotten your Mack Weldon shit. Would you agree?
Fantastic. Really high quality.
Amazing.
It is. They have fabric technology and offer a wide range of customized fabrics that can keep up with you no matter what your day looks like. You got an 18-hour day. You want silver, air knit X, dry knit, warm knit. I don't even know what all those fucking mean.
I don't know which is the
ball
fabric.
hug.
Yeah.
There's some cotton in there too.
It's all sorts of shit. I got 4 different tops, and they're all different materials, and they're all fucking amazing. They're all very comfortable. But yeah, I mean, it's a wide variety of fabrics.
Like you're wearing science, is what it's like.
Exactly.
In a cool way, not like glasses. Yeah.
The sweatpants. I mean, holy moly! If you go to the bestseller section of the website, you're going to see the sweatpants pretty fucking high on the list.
It's like you're ordering your clothes inside of a sci-fi film. Where the clothes are perfect
in like Geneva, Switzerland. And like but the sweatpants probably, I think they're still number 1 on the bestseller list. They're on the top row. Get those. I've been wearing them a lot. Some would say too much. They're basically a part of my body now. Probably should wash them. Anyways,
I haven't taken them off. But listen, check Mack Weldon out for yourself, and for 20% off your first order, visit mackweldon.com/factor and enter promo code factor. That's 20% off your first order if you go to Mack, M-A-C-K, Weldon, WELDON.com/factor and enter promo code factor. Go do it. All right, boys. One more Florida man story this week, and it is a animal trio, but it's Florida man style. So it's 2 dog fuckers and birds dive bombing people.
The Bobo Club?
Awesome.
Yeah, Bobo Clubs, unfortunately. First up, submitted by lots of our disgustingly sick, mentally ill listeners from Perry, Florida, a Florida man named William Nicholas Williams. Look at that name. William Nicholas Williams.
Sounds
26.
like a dog fucker. Billy Nick Billy.
He's 26 years old. He was arrested on 10 counts of child pornography, animal cruelty,
Willie
and
Nick
sex.
Bills.
Yeah.
Oh my God,
sex with an animal.
He's into kids and dogs?
Yes.
Jesus.
Yes, he had images on
heathen.
Yeah, it's that good. He had images on his iPhone of a female under 10 and videos of him banging his own dog.
Look, I've got them all. I've got all the weird sexual vices that are criminal.
That sucks. Also, especially for the dog and the kid. But the dog, everyone loses in that scenario because it's like, he doesn't have one fetish. He's just fucking anything.
Worst babysitter ever. You go out to dinner and your dog and kid gets fucked.
Oh my God.
Yeah, that's a bad one.
Yeah.
You're gonna need a lot of therapy after that.
Thoughts?
Rolls through.
No, that sounds Perry, Florida. That sounds about right.
Perry's not known for their Scholars, huh? That's not.
Yeah, I think they might be one of the top live PD sites, maybe.
There we go. Very well. That falls right in line. Next up, we're taking it out of Florida, though, just so we can fit in another dog fucker. This time it's in Texas, in y'all's backyard. Actually, not your backyard. It's in El Paso, Texas, all the way on the far west of the state. 24-year-old Shavance Smith. He was now get this. This is the scene that he was found allegedly lying next to his dog on the front porch of his cousin's house, holding the dog's name is Meta, holding the Meta's rear with one hand and choking the dog with the other.
Oh, come on.
The affidavit states that Smith stood up quickly with his genitals exposed and said, "What? I was just hugging Meta," to the homeowner who he was staying at. And then the local veterinarian came and confirmed, nope, he's a dog fucker for sure.
Oh my God.
Jail.
Okay.
Oh,
All right. Okay. All
What a
right.
horrible job.
So it makes a lot more sense that Meta wasn't his dog because no one.
No, it was his. He was like staying at somebody else's house, and
someone who's naming their dog Meta is also fucking their dog.
He brought the whole show on the road and brought the dog to his friend's house and fucked it.
You don't fuck your dog.
Porch.
You definitely don't fuck your dog at someone else's house, man.
He
on the front porch.
He did the aristocrats at this dude's house.
Yeah.
He had cursed his own house so badly that he had to move on.
Yeah, I was lucky. It's 1 a.m.
That's
I'm glad it wasn't the afternoon.
And you roll up on that, you retire the next day. I mean,
I love
at
her.
that point, you're out of the force. Whoever dealt with that is retiring the next fucking day because it's like, what's the point anymore? If some dude's just dog fucking on his cousin's front porch in fucking public. And,
the veterinarian confirms and then just slices his throat open with the scalpel.
Yeah, I'd like
Everyone
to apologize to Coach Doug's. We haven't had too many dog fucking stories on here. It just happened to be the day.
Dog fucking stories are a lot. I mean, they happen way too often, but they're also like a lot more digestible when they're happening in Thailand for some reason. I don't know.
Yeah.
Usually they're overseas.
Yeah,
Not
I don't
this
like
time.
this.
In our
I
own
think we got
backyard.
something here, Coach Ducks.
No, I have nothing to add to the dog stories. I apologize for that.
Totally
Got a dog,
understandable.
Dugs?
Totally
You know what? I don't. I've really wanted to get one, but it's just the whole 9 to 5. I don't want a dog just hanging out by itself all day.
Yeah, then you got to worry about somebody grabbing it and taking it. And,
You need to leave it indoors if it's Florida.
Yeah, exactly. Well, yeah.
all right.
Apologies to Judy Carroll too, longtime listener. She loves the show but can't stand the animal
The Bobo
cruelty
Club
stories.
stories?
Yeah,
Well,
They're
sorry,
not.
Judy.
Yeah, they're terrible.
sorry,
man.
Judy.
There was a thing in Indonesia we covered a while back called the Bobo Club, but Facebook somehow let this dog sex ring exist for like a decade.
We don't need to
without
get
shutting it
deeper.
down.
Yeah.
Anyways, guys, we're moving along to the Florida of the world, Australia, with some good news to end it out, where the animals are taking revenge. Magpies are destroying people. A 68-year-old guy in South Australia had to have eye surgery after a magpie attack this week. And then in Melbourne, they say that 68 people a year, some of whom go blind from magpie attacks, are hurt during swooping season. And then this is from Heart O' Hive member Rick Holt, who's an expat from America who lives in Australia. He supplies us with all our magpie attack information, and he sent us this video to show.
Holy shit.
That's a dad who just filmed his child being brutally attacked by a magpie.
Went viral last month. I guess it's a big thing. My thing is this: if you get blinded by a fucking magpie, how do you not dedicate the rest of your life to murdering magpies? Like, if a fucking magpie took one of my eyes out, like, bad news for magpies, because I'm dropping everything I'm doing and just focusing on murdering as many of them as I can.
Like a vampire hunter. You like get your I get you.
Are they protected? Because
No.
you think they'd just be getting baseball batted everywhere.
No, it's just like the bird of Australia. People deal with them. And then actually the 68-year-old guy who got his eye taken out or like attacked earlier this week, he was saying he loves magpies, favorite bird.
Wow.
So still, even with the attack and everything, not only this little kid, you saw what swooping season is. They'll defend within 50 meters of the nest. The magpies will defend during swooping
What
season,
the fuck?
and you saw the results.
That guy's got Stockholm syndrome. He's like he's worried they're going to take the other eye if he talks shit about him on the news.
Yeah, no, I love him. I love him still. Yeah.
Yeah, there's a bird squawking in the background.
Yeah, it's like the guy who's threatened with the dick sucking earlier. It's like you probably you'll never say anything bad about that guy in case he's around the corner.
I did push him.
He always has a towel handy just in case.
The cats must disappear during this season because
you don't. Yeah, they look too aggressive for a cat. Yeah. And these magpies are vicious. They even took out a guy who was driving a horse trailer, like a trailer full of horses. A magpie just flew through his truck window, took him out.
Whoa.
He had to leave the road for a day. And so it's just, you got to watch out during magpie swooping season. But luckily that's in Australia, the Florida of the world. So that's all the Florida man stories we got for the day. DUGGS, thank you for joining us. I think we're going to hang up and we're going to pick back up and do some reviews and voicemails after that. Thank you, DUGGS.
Welcome
Sounds
aboard,
good.
DUGGS. We're stoked to have you as a colleague, and we love what you do. I'm really glad you're able to join us.
Absolutely, I appreciate that, and thank you so much for having me. I'm looking forward to everything happening.
Nice.
Have a great fucking weekend, DUGGS.
Yeah, and let us know when you need fat guys to come on.
Yeah.
Absolutely,
Frank.
Absolutely. Thank you.
All right. For the first time ever, it's Fact Check Friday with legal interns Cam and Bubba. Cam and Bubba, thank you for joining. Thank you for agreeing to fact check us every week. I think that's big of you.
It's a tall task. I'll say that.
Let's do this. So for you guys who don't know, they are legal interns. They are interns who happen to be lawyers. Weird move. Kind of a humble brag from our perspective, you ask me. But that's just the level of excellence we expect from our
we
interns.
have a law program. We're actually,
it's like the night at the Roxbury concept of the nightclub, where the people on the outside of the nightclub are actually having more fun and partying. That's the club, and the inside is not. Our interns are smarter than us. So
that's true. So you guys may have heard Cam and Bub on the show over the last couple weeks, but real quick, so everyone can identify your voices. Cam, give us your name and a couple things about you that people should know.
All right. What's up, guys? I am intern Cam. You can follow me on Twitter at interncamhf. Went to Dartmouth College starting out, where I played football. So a little bit of a jock, a little bit of a nerd.
The word played there.
One career reception.
Oh yeah. So career stats, real quick: one reception, 1 yard, 1 touchdown. So
touchdown though!
What a catch!
What a flex!
Senior day. Senior day.
Pretty big time. But I'm a young guy. I'm 24 and still getting through law school. So not fully a lawyer yet. You guys flex on us a little bit too hard because I'm not fully a lawyer quite yet. But
Dude, you're the one with Esquire in your handle.
Delete all this. Look, you're both
that's
lawyers.
Satire. If someone tries to get me on that, it's satire.
Look, we're willing it into existence. You're both passing the bar this upcoming year.
That's Cam. Bubba. Tell us about yourself.
I'm Bubba, creator of the Hardo Hive, actually about a year ago this week or next, I believe.
Happy anniversary, Bubba Hardo.
Went to the University of Alabama, Roll Tide, and prayers up for Coach Saban, of course. And graduated from law school in Birmingham this summer, and now I'm in Atlanta waiting to take the Georgia bar.
Damn.
Nice.
Big time stuff, guys.
Yeah, like we were saying, we're gonna do get caught for crimes on purpose in Atlanta and see which of you can bail us out quicker.
Absolutely. And I would say that 2 very well qualified fact checkers, sounds like.
All
Well,
right, boys.
All right, do your worst, guys.
all right, Mark. Since you were chatting it up, we'll start with you. Last Friday's show, you'll all remember it was the show with Kate and Pat, the big reveal. Great for everyone. Last Friday, Mark, in reference to keeping the secret of Kate and Pat's baby, you said that you felt like Kevin from The Office, you said, "We did it," but viewers of The Office know that the secret that Kevin kept in The Office was Oscar being gay, not him being pregnant. So you kind of fucked that up.
Well, I knew that. I mean, I was just, I didn't have.
You're saying
I didn't have an exact comparison.
Okay.
Yes.
All right. I was thinking what secret did Kevin keep? And okay, that's what it was.
Yeah, he kept that Oscar was banging the senator.
Oh right. Oh yeah.
And
So if
We'll
you
say
wanna,
Mark
maybe-
fucked it up anyway. So here's a live look at Mark trying to do the.
no.
Oh, not this guy. Shit,
That's okay.
fucked it up on my own. Here's Mark trying to quote it. You botched it, is what we're saying.
Yeah,
No.
that's the
Captain
moving,
spilling the
but-
chili.
that's
Yeah.
his chili scene.
Bad radio.
Yeah.
Whoops.
Fuck. All
All right,
right,
well,
fine.
Kevin
I chilied
spilled
it.
chili.
Kevin chilied it. All right.
It was
What's
kind of
next?
similar though, because like it was
Real petty, guys.
We did keep the secrets that the Beeve and Kate were banging for a long time. That's
Yeah, I mean it was a close comparison. I've seen The Office multiple playthroughs, so I know the secret Kevin kept.
How many playthroughs have people watched The Office here?
I'm
Don't
on.
lie.
I've done 3.
Don't
3
lie.
playthroughs.
I think
I was
I've
in-
2 or 3.
I was in a scenario where I was like literally falling asleep to episodes every night. So
Yeah.
I've seen it probably hundreds of times.
That was
Yeah,
me with
wins.
Parks and Rec.
Cam wins. All right, what's next?
Much better.
What's the next fact check, boys?
We're gonna take it to the Policy Piping Hot podcast, boys.
Oh.
Here we go. It is the premiere of the best podcast around.
Oh my
We're
God.
here to talk ACA, confirmation of ACB. So let's get it going. ACB, hot
We're
or
in the
not,
policy
boys.
pipe corner, baby. All right.
Policy pod.
Sport jackets. Got the pipe.
And we're looking good.
God.
And we are looking good.
Hold on. Did
Well,
you
of
guys
course-
talk about this offline and somehow give Will an excuse to be able to smoke marijuana during the show?
This
that
is
what-
tobacco, pipe tobacco, clearly.
Yeah.
Okay.
Will's
Pipe
gonna
tobacco only.
Well,
And I'm
gonna
on
be
my
like,
smoking
hey.
jacket.
Hey, if Trump loses the election, I have to wear a sport coat and smoke a pipe.
Yeah, there we go. There we go. That's the new bet.
You guys think I should? You think I should masturbate every day for a year?
I have to relapse and drink beer again.
Yeah.
God damn.
What are we doing in the policy corner, Bubba?
Well, anyway, to start it off, Will had already obviously had kind of touched on the correction and all. And like, it seems like we do get hung up on the tax penalty and what it is and what it isn't. And really the baseline of it all, and it's what we've learned in con law and what I've actually learned since I transferred law schools in 2 different con law classes, is that no tax can ever be a penalty. So with the individual mandate, with the individual mandate, by not having it, that's when the tax gets imposed. So if you don't have health insurance, the tax gets imposed, and that is what's viewed as a penalty. And viewing with that being a penalty is what has made it unconstitutional and has struck it down.
And that was struck down.
Right. But in 2019, they changed it a bit where federally they aren't penalizing.
Right, that was the
everyone.
striking down, Mark.
Right.
Yeah,
So
that was-
Yeah, that's right. Right.
there's somewhat of a conversation where that it wasn't really that they changed what they were doing, but more of how they presented it. And again, I mean, that's a way of getting around it being a tax penalty or being just a tax in general. And I mean, obviously all of us who have to pay taxes look at taxes as a penalty because they suck.
Yes.
But the matter is that whether or not like the individual mandate is there, like if the individual mandate is there and you are being penalized for not having it, that's no way, like that'll not go through.
Gotcha.
It is an overreach. It's not something that's going to ever impose on your civil liberties or something that's really going to keep you from being able to speak or anything like that we look at as being, violations of the Constitution. But it is something that you can't require the American people to do something and then penalize them for not doing it.
Bit of an overreach, but for a good cause, people with pre-existing conditions and young people can. So yeah, it's a.
They say that
all
they're going
taxes
to.
suck.
They say they're going to protect people with pre-existing conditions, regardless, even if they repeal legal interns. This is my final question for the ACA because everybody's sick of it. And ACB confirmations.
We're still talking about the. We're still talking about.
Well,
That's all Will wants to talk about.
Yeah, Will loves it.
Yeah,
What do you guys?
Policy corner beef.
What do you guys think is the future of the ACA with ACB coming through? Were you impressed with ACB as a lawyer? What do you think what's going to happen when she gets on the court?
Jesus.
Cam, you want to go first?
So I was very impressed with ACB the whole step of the way. Top of her class at Notre Dame. She's been a federal circuit judge for the last 3 years, and a state court judge and law professor several years before that. I mean, there's no really qualms about her qualifications. People are going to critique her as being an originalist, and say that's kind of an outdated style of jurisprudence, but that's really the only critique against her. She's good.
She loves the
She's
Constitution too much. That's the critique. Okay.
Right.
Well, Bubba, your thoughts.
I definitely agree with Cam there. I think that she's brilliant. And, Cam had said to us the other night about how she can recite things from memory that she learned in law school, years and years and years ago, while Cam and I are fresh off of studying it, but can't even repeat what case it was. Yeah. Her brain works in.
Is that like seeing a real good golfer
ways.
Or something? Like if you're I don't know how to describe.
Does she have a photographic memory?
Yeah, that's what it's like.
It's ridiculous. The recall on her is impressive. That's for sure.
Well, she's always sharp because she's got to remember 7 kids' names.
That's true.
Right. So that's always kind of keeping her.
Yeah,
that's true.
I'm just saying because none of us are lawyers, but it's what is that like when you see it? I don't know. It's something you're good at, but then you see somebody who's exponentially better at it than you.
Yeah, well, recalling cases like that is obviously you might bully people for stuff like that. Those are kind of the tryhards in class or the go-getters. But when it comes to a lawyer, if you're looking at a lawyer and they can pose a really good argument or they're really smooth in court, that's looking at a really good golfer for us. But someone like this, she's at the top of the food chain. She's going to be queen bee of lawyers and justices on the court, for this era. And it's going to be cool to see her there for 40 years.
It's a little annoying, isn't it? How smart she is. She's
very smart. Yeah.
People are giving Kamala shit about being a little snarky in the debate. She's the exact, that's her too. She's up there being all smart and a little bit snarky.
Well, it's funny to watch her just run these.
It's a little annoying. She's too smart.
People who have been elected over and over and over for decades are just getting outsmarted.
Get her in the fucking robe and get her off my fucking TV.
All right. Pipe and policy quarter done, fellas. I think it was an excellent first shot at it.
Yeah, leave a review, guys.
Great episode.
I'm really glad
Is that
somehow turned.
When you say first, you mean there's going to be more of those?
Hell yeah.
The ACA
Pipe and policy quarter is a great place to be. All right.
Did you guys know that Will worked somehow in the ACA?
Yeah, I heard that. Heard about
10 years, I think, right?
10 years, yeah.
Over 10 years.
I'm passionate about it. Any other fact checks?
Yeah, know how the healthcare system works.
No, I think that's it for now, but I'd stay on your toes for the next week.
Yeah, this next week we got listeners on it, so we're really going to hold you guys to it.
What's the email address?
Right.
hardfactorbs@gmail.com.
You can fact check, send it to hardfactorbs@gmail.com.
Or you can DM Cam and I, intern Cam HF on Twitter, or at Jay Greenwald on Twitter. Heart of Hive. Find the Heart of Hive. Just do the Heart of Hive.
Hold us accountable.
Bubba, you're gonna have to give us one name, one Twitter account next fact check Friday.
Yeah.
And that's how all of us are going to reach.
I like how Will's fact check ended up being him smoking with the boys in a jacket.
Mm-hmm. He worked on a whole new segment.
The fuck was that?
The Will looking sick corner.
Yeah.
He offlined a segment.
All right. Thank
the ACA
no. Look, the pipe policy corner was born on air. Okay.
Right,
we just brought it. We moved a couple little things around to make sure that we could get it up.
And you saw us planning. We were planning about it a couple of days ago. You knew this was coming alive.
Pat doesn't read the text thread. You know that. All right, thanks, Cam and Bubba, for joining.
Boy.
We got to get to voicemails and reviews. Yes. We'll talk with you later.
All right, boys. Voicemails and reviews. I think, have we gotten a little press? One of us gotten a lot of press recently. I think it was Mr. Beeve. He not only congrats to the Beeve on him and Kate having the Barstool baby, but also did Behind the Blog with Kevin F. Clancy. That's what KFC stands for, right? Right?
Yeah, Kevin Clancy.
Yeah. And then
that middle name's just F too.
Yeah. So Beeve, I think from all of your publicity, we have quite a few reviews and voicemails. Like 15 of each, but I pared it down. So we're going to do four. Yeah, we're going to do 4 voicemails at the end. We're going to do all 15 5-star reviews right now, because we will read whatever 5-star review you send us on the pod. All right. First up, 5 stars from Angry90. And they say, great podcast. Great quick way to catch up on all major news headlines. But are you not going to address the fact that Pat is clearly Kate's baby daddy? That was last Thursday night, right before we did the announcement.
Yeah. I did it.
Detective.
I did it.
Yeah. So people were catching on. It was the right time. Beeve, congrats. And all that's a big theme. You're gonna get it. We're getting a lot of congrats. Will. Oh yeah. Well, I got mine in a few months ago. It's congrats to the Beeve. Now, 5 stars from L37 Murphy. They say, love the podcast. Keep up the great work. Nothing better to listen to during class. All right. Stay in school, L37 Murphy. All right. Next up is 5 stars from $. Too Easy. That's a pretty cool name.
Mm-hmm.
It Too Easy with the dollars. Great show. 3 funny and impartial hosts along with Bolshevik Pat delivering great and obscure news stories 5 days a week. HAGFD. I think that might have been one of your communist bros. There.
No, he was insulting me, calling me a Bolshevik.
Yeah, it's too easy to make fun of Pat for being a commie is what it is.
It's okay.
Yeah.
All right. 5 stars from Matthew Justin 1. He says, great pod, straight shooters, talking news. I appreciate it. That's a straightforward review from Matthew Justin 1.
Appreciate that review.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Straightforward name. Everything's straight down the middle with that guy. He's never going to bullshit you. All right. 5 stars from Willie on Rome. He says, hard factor Pat revealed to be cutie Anon. It says, love this show. It gets me hyped to get that a new episode is ready. Oh, okay. Notification. Good job, fellas. Except for you, Pat. Pat, you're mixing it up with the reviewers here. Cuties is art, and I bet Pat thinks, oh no, Auschwitz and Dachau were awesome summer camps for Jewish children. That's extreme. My wife and I love you, Wes. Fort Reese's with you. Hotel or Pat's artistic taste. HGFD.
Oh my God. What a wild ride that review was.
Pat's dead and Wes is very alive.
Love you guys too.
So much wrong with that review.
What a turn.
That was a wild ride. Willie on Rome.
So hot and cold.
Yeah. Any statement on cute? Wait, hold on. One more. 5 stars from Dusty Tex. Oh, Dusty Tex, you gotta stop sneaking these in. He says, "Cutie Beeve, love the podcast. It's destined for big things. If the Beeve is half as passionate about the podcast as he is about cuties, you will be the biggest podcast in the world. Beeve, address the cuties. The
I
people
fucking
want to
hate
know.
the movie Cuties. I don't like the movie. I just respect it as an artistic statement. I don't think it should be fucking banned. That's all.
Oh, that's
also that guy whoever laid the Auschwitz comparison down to Cuties, like what
that's a troop,
Hitler
by the way. Troop
suppressing
fort,
information and burning books. Okay, whatever.
It's a troop. Just
one of these days.
It's an extreme.
One of these days, Beave's just going to wise up and say, "I hate it. It should be banned," and then we'll be through it. But not today.
Not today.
The world is better with censorship, I think.
Not today. All right. 5 stars from A Montana AWL. They say, hard factor, baby. Hey, guys, big fan. Been listening since PFT told me to on the pilot episode. Thank you, boss, PFT. I have to admit, I did not expect to wake up to a text from my mom saying the Beeve knocked up Kate. So congrats on the sex, you two. And I'm sorry that your coke nails had to go, Beeve.
Ooh.
Growing it back.
Wait, his mom listens too. That's awesome.
Yeah. Thank you, Montana AWL.
That whole family. Yeah. Thank you.
Yeah. All right. Next one's 5 stars from NST3W33. Congrats on the sex, Beeve. That's it.
Hey.
All right. Toughest guy in Maine, 5 stars, says the Beeve should read this. So
You put it up on screen, I'll read it. I think we might have lost Bubba. It's okay. Let me see if I can find it.
1 second here. Let me send it to you here.
Okay, I'll read it.
I'll text you right now.
Text it to him.
This is one of those ones where they're making you say stuff. Yep.
Oh,
1 second.
I just sent it.
Okay, here we go. Never seen this before in my life, so this is fresh.
Oh,
hey, this is Hard Factor Pat, aka the Beeve. I want to call out Hard Factor Mark. Not only will I lose more weight in the Fatathon, I'm going to challenge Mark in Rough and Rowdy 13 to prove my superior physique. I would gladly participate in 12, but I want to chivalrously allow Mark the time he obviously needs to prepare. After many sleepless nights, I've determined this is the most effective way to settle our constant debate on who has the stronger base. Mark, it's time I put you in your place. If Mark accepts my challenge, a sponsor will put up $3 per pound for all Fatathon participants. If Mark does not accept my challenge, he will be considered physically inferior in perpetuity. A sponsor will only be offering $5 per pound Fatathon offer to me unless Mark changes his social handles to Hard Factor Mini Mark until Rough and Rowdy 13. So Sunshine, would you rather put the gloves on or live forever in my shadow?
I hope you get your wish, toughest guy in Maine. That would be fucking electric. All right, next up, 5 stars. Brett 717 says, Barstool baby is greater than any royal baby. Big fan of the show. I listen every morning at work. You guys all crack me up. I guess we finally figured out why Pat wasn't sleeping with anybody's wife. Well, we kind of did. Congrats, Pat, Papa Beeve, and I guess Will too. Oh,
I guess Will too.
Well, I mean, I'm not having the Barstool baby. That's
right.
That's only Beeve and Kate. So that's, I get it. I get second fiddle. All right, 5 stars. Vargas Man 13 says, congrats on the sex. Couldn't help but notice you didn't rate your baby making experience. Care to leave a review, Pat? Ooh, okay. Digging for information.
It was a 10. So it was really
10.
fun.
They described it on the yak as Velcroing together with your pubes. Was it similar to that?
It was sex after all, guys. So it was pretty good.
Some of the semen got in there, so it couldn't have been
obviously.
Yeah, some of it got in. Yeah.
Some of it. All right. 5 stars from a bunch of letters. This show is my motivation to wake up every day, I think. Mark, Will, Wes, and Pat deserve full-time contracts at Barstool. Make it happen, El Prez. Nice. Thank you. Bunch of letters.
Nice.
5-star review from Al209. Al says, the podcast is so good that they can argue about who takes the most vacations, and I'll still listen to the entire thing. Thank you, Al. Ringo Mouthavoy says, interruptions. Mark, or I think Mark, the more liberal. Stop interrupting people, bro. Who's the more liberal?
I'll take interruptions, but I like, some people think I'm liberal, some people think I'm MAGA hat, and that's where I like to leave it, because I'm actually pro comedy, not partnership.
Chill. Yeah, 5 stars from cool MJS 1215. Great pod. You guys are awesome. Makes my ride into work so much better. Why did the priest in the threesome get arrested? Weren't all the parties involved consenting adults? Good point, MJS.
I don't think he owns the church is the thing.
Oh, okay. So you can't do that on somebody else's land. All right.
Yeah.
Also, it's probably stains that they couldn't get out.
Bubba, you're on mute.
Bubba, you're on mute.
Bubba.
It's public property. That's why.
Okay, yeah.
Lewd act. It was like an obscene act is what he got busted for.
They said that since someone could have walked in at any point in time, including a kid, like it's technically public.
Makes sense.
Public place. All right.
God hates it.
Yeah, God did hate it. It's not a big charge.
It was an abomination in the eyes of the Lord. All right, moving on to voicemails. There was like 15, so I can't play them all. I'm going to play 4, but I will recap all the other ones that are not playing. Mike in Vegas, he wants to know, could your vote be swayed, any of us, this is hypothetical, could your vote be swayed by either presidential candidate promising to disclose all information about aliens? Would you then vote for that person if they promise that?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. He says yes too. Mike in Vegas. Shout out Las Vegas, great city. Yeah, I mean that's pretty cool. That's a cool promise. So, yeah. Big Ounce left us a couple guys, but don't have time to play him. He thinks he's on to Pelosi wanting the 25th Amendment Biden. Day one of Biden's campaign. He says he's been ahead of this the whole time, and that everybody needs to donate to the Fatathon. So that's from Big Ounce. He also says, congrats, Beeve. And as a tech employee, he's extremely upset that Virginia, their registration data center, didn't have a redundant backup when that cord got cut. So he's just livid with the state of Virginia for not having good tech. And I think like after listening to Big Ounce, after listening to his reviews this week, if we are ever in a position to audit anything, I think Big Ounce is he is the hard factor auditor. That guy
Okay.
will leave no stone unturned.
I like
He'll
that.
just
He did let all those bees die.
right, but
We
maybe
can look past that.
But as an auditor, he could have audited somebody else's situation really well, though. I'm just saying he's got his eyes on the ball. Big ounce. All right. 1 second. I'm gonna try to play these out on my phone for the first time. So, first voicemail that we are playing is from DJ Kevy Kush.
What's up, guys? It's DJ Kevy Kush from California. I'm driving down to San Diego right now, and I just had a quick question. First of all, congrats, Pat. Didn't know you can get somebody pregnant off 30 seconds of missionary, but again, congratulations. Can't wait to find out the name. But quick question. I'm listening to the Joe Jorgensen podcast or episode. And a lot of my housemates are voter shaming me for voting third person. What would you say to somebody that's sort of undecided on where they're going and vote third person, I guess? Love the pod.
I think you meant third party there, but we know what DJ Kevy Kush
Pat,
is trying
Pat
to
would
say.
tell you you're a piece of shit, but you vote for who you want
I
to
would
vote for.
not. No, I think that if your roommates are doing something to actively change the two-party system, then they can bust your balls. But if they're not doing that, then they should shut the fuck up and let you vote for whoever the fuck you want to vote for.
Yeah.
Is my take.
Actively change the two-party system. What do you mean by that?
I mean, what I'm saying is like, it's an imperfect system, right? So, but you can't, what's bigger, the issue with the system or not criticizing someone for who they vote for? Like,
If you criticize
The
anybody for
issue
who you
with the
vote for, you're
You're
an
a
asshole.
jerk. Yeah, you're a jerk if you criticize people for who they
What
vote
state
for.
was he in? Did we know?
I don't know where DJ Kevy Kush is at. He's somewhere where weed's legal, I think. Western. I don't know. But look, like you vote for who you want to, DJ Kevy Kush. Like that's the beauty of voting. It's an individual experience. Your voting card is your own. You can vote for a fucking liberal in one thing. You can vote for a conservative in the next thing. You can vote for a libertarian in the next. You can vote for a fucking nobody in the next thing. You could write in somebody if your state allows write-ins. Vote for whoever the fuck you want on every single issue. Some people vote all one party. Some people vote different issue by issue. I'm an issue by issue, race by race person. Other people are different. I mean, just do whatever you want. It's an individual experience. That's part of being an American.
As our girl Lizzo, who we did one of those debates with PFT on, when she got fat shamed, as she would say, it's one of your greatest powers to vote. So vote for whoever the fuck you want.
Yeah,
I have a real like incest, abortion kind of stance on this. Like, I think if hypocritically, I feel like if you're in a state where it's going to be close, you should vote for one of the other guys. If you're in a state where it's going to be a landslide, if you feel like voting for the third party, I think it helps the overall system. But that might be stupid. I don't know. That's my stance.
To incest.
Well, I disagree with abortion, but I think it's okay with when it's a case.
Right.
Of
Wes is
incest.
like if it's your cousin on accident.
Yeah.
If a ton of people voted for Joe, like if a ton of people didn't get voter shamed, like that would be the most effective way to change. Like if Joe got it's not going to happen, but if she got 20% of the vote, that would be a wake up.
Ross Perot style, he got 20.
Well, it even sends a big wake up call. Say you're in a swing state and say that they were expecting a certain outcome in that swing state. And instead it's thrown off by Jorgensen. Well, that's going to surprise both parties. And depending on how it plays out, it's going to piss different people off. So, look, vote for who you want to vote for. If somebody tries to vote shame you, just call them a fucking fascist and tell them to fuck off. And then that's what I would do in that situation. Cause that's basically a fascist telling you who to vote for.
Just yell, we got a vote shamer here.
Yeah. Like, well, get this fucking fascist out of my face. It was a very funny voicemail.
The vote shamer.
Yeah, exactly.
That's right.
Shame them for being a dickhead. All right. Very funny voicemail from an unnamed fan. It was too fuzzy, but I would have played it because it was really funny. And he said that a hospital gift shop gift is a slap in the face. Just think about that. Because they get it for you at the last possible moment at the hospital.
Yeah. It's like an airport gift.
Right. So it's a good point. And then he asked, what's the worst gift you've ever given somebody? I don't know. I didn't really have one for this. I mean, obviously it's like gift cards or whatever. I probably a wedding gift of some sort that I re-gifted. I'm definitely going to say a wedding gift. After I got married, I had two of a few things that were still boxed up. And then I started re-gifting those at weddings. If it was on the registry of the next wedding.
I don't think it would be easier for me to answer on a good gift I've given because I don't think I've ever given a good gift.
Oh wow, bad gift? You've never given a bad gift?
I'm a bad gift giver. No, I'm saying I always give bad gifts. Very terrible gift giver.
No.
Yeah.
Why is that?
I don't know. Just not good
Thoughtless.
at it. Yeah, I don't put a lot of thought into it. mainly
you're like a socks guy. You're like everybody
mainly
needs
it's
socks.
the utter lack of thought I put into it.
Very thoughtless.
That's it.
You're a hospital gift store.
Oh yeah. Last second forgot again. Last second at the airport or whatever.
Has anybody bought?
This looks good.
Yeah, airport gifts.
Oh, absolutely. Airport gifts are the best. They save your ass all the time.
Yeah, but have you given it for an important occasion?
Not for an important occasion, but I think one of the, I've given my girlfriend a gift card before, and I think that's just complete laziness when you just give a gift card.
You've given your girlfriend a gift card?
Just hand her loose change.
I might as well hand her $100 bill.
Yeah, $100 bill.
Just give her your debit card with your PIN
exactly.
and ask for it back in a week.
Go nuts.
Yeah, that's bad.
I like Coach O. They're broken up now. Maybe this was part of it, but he just gave his wife cash for her birthday back in the day.
That's the same thing.
Here go, got cash.
But they're not together anymore. All right, let's see here. Oh, another voicemail.
Hey, this is Ethan from Charlottesville, Virginia, or from Richmond, but recent graduate from UVA. Just calling to point out that our buddy Josh from North Carolina calls in whenever I started listening a little bit ago to complain about voicemails, and then has called in more than any other human. That's all I had. Bye.
Got him.
Ooh. Shots fired at Josh from North Carolina.
Got him.
Josh got by Ethan. Yeah, but still, Josh is calling in for a good cause. Donate to the Fatathon. It's the pinned tweet on Twitter. You'll be happy to know, fellas, my fire money is in there.
Hey,
lardfactor.com.
Hey, we're rolling now, boys.
Yeah. We're full go. We're full go. We got 1,000. We're trying to get to $10,000. We're already a third of the way there. So everybody get in there. We'll try to get this money to these charities. All right. Jackson P says, "What the fuck with the white shirts in the shop, bro? No hoodies, hats. He wants some fresh merch. He wants a non-white shirt. I do feel him on the white shirt. Look, HAGFD shirt. I love it because it's the white background with the red, white, and blue. And
white shirts are tough.
Normally, I'm not a white shirt guy. That's a nice white shirt. But
it is nice.
We'll try to. And he says, "Lockdown, turn up." He's like, "The fucking lockdown's pretty much over now."
We had a very offensive design that got shot down with a hard no. So
yeah,
we'll keep at it.
We keep doing things that would never sell. Besides, people who are degenerates like ourselves. So we'll keep at it though. We'll try to get you a sweatshirt, Jackson, and a hat in the store. All right. Another one that was too long to play. A guy shit his pants. And he just sat in his shitty pants all day to not upset his father on a fishing trip.
Oh yeah, that guy DM'd me. I forget his name. But he said I told him to leave the voicemail. So hilarious story.
Hilarious story. It was just like a three something minute one. So, it was good. The kid, he was 10 years old, just shat his pants. Just never told anybody because his
dad taught him to never quit anything.
Yeah,
he wanted his dad to have a nice day, and so he traumatized himself. And sat in a wet poop pants for 4 hours, he said.
Yeah, tough kid.
The funniest part of that voicemail was he said that no one knew, and the captain's like, "Do you want to sit in the chair, son?" And he was like, he was all embarrassed because he had poop pants and no one knew.
That was a good part of it. Yeah. But yeah, essentially just, I don't know how nobody smelled it. He must have good smelling shits. All right, Reagan in Utah. He's stoked for all the fathers, for me and the Beeve, Wes's sobriety, and for Mark being such a prolific cat man. And he says he needs more airtime from us, even more than we're doing now, in general, because he's delivering Zaz. And you know that we delivered Zaz. So here's what Reagan wants to say.
What it is, it's your boy Reg here in Utah. Still out here thriving. Still out here grinding. Just left job number 1, en route to job number 2, which is still delivering them Zaz, boys. I'm having a great time. I didn't deliver Zaz in my younger years, and now that I'm in my 30s and I'm doing it, it's like, oh, man, what are the chances of maybe catching a flash? No, I'm just kidding. But for real, what are the chances? All right. In reality, my reason for calling today, my question for you guys is, give me your best pizza delivery story. I think all of you said you did at one point. I think even Mark worked there for a little bit. I don't know. Give me your craziest work story. Ideally, delivering pizzas door to door. I'd imagine those are the craziest. But lay it on me, man. We're out here working. We're out here grinding. And hey, HAGFD boys, love you.
All right, Reagan,
Nice.
bringing the energy as always.
I'm jealous of Reagan. Delivering pizzas is the best job.
It is fun.
That's your favorite
awesome.
job of all time.
It's pizza shop.
It's so awesome.
Pizza shop's still probably my favorite job as well. What do you guys got? What you go? I got one. I can go if you want me to.
Go for it. I got
have
one too.
Go for it.
Okay. So like the same pizza shop where I got everybody too high on the edibles that one night, and then the kid's grandma passed away. That wasn't. It's the same pizza shop, but the delivery drivers. So it was just more about how there was a lot of weed. We had a big weed dealing operation that we just, and one of the drivers particularly.
Would you call it a ring?
Well, I wouldn't say a ring. I would just say we had a good thing going. That's what I would say. And then one of the drivers in particular was just, he was just phenomenal at what he did. And he just, he would pretty much every delivery was a few deliveries, So
Good job not saying ring, because that's like RICO violations there. You don't want to get caught up in that.
Yeah, it was just a good thing. It was good times. It was a good era. That's all I'll say.
Yeah.
My favorite gig is pizzas too. Stories. This lady would order she would order a sandwich from us, from Anthony's Italian Touch, every day, every single day. 218 Sterling, Harrisonburg, Virginia. And you'd go there and she would not tip you. She'd pay you in coins. And usually the owner of the shop, Nick, would take the delivery because he owned the shop, whatever, and he knew there was no tip in it, so he'd take one for the team.
Every shop has one of those, by the way. The person that orders lunch every day and never tips. Every shop has one. Yeah.
Hey, if you don't have cash to tip, that's okay. If you're doing like an eat out once every month, maybe for a special occasion. If you're doing it every day, it's fucked up.
You've got the money. Yeah.
You to go to the goddamn store
there was a dude at mine that paid exact change in cash every day.
Oh yeah.
Oh,
asshole. So I roll up the one time I did it, I roll up. This lady would order a 2-liter Diet Coke and a sandwich from us. And then she would order a pizza from Domino's. So the first time I ever rolled up, I walked up and the Domino's person was approaching the house at the same time. And we made eyes with each other. And I was like, what are you doing here? And she's like, what are you doing here? And then we walked up to the same door and I was like, this is fucking weird and awkward. So luckily the Domino's lady went first. So there was a little bit of change. And when she was like, can I get the change back on the sandwich and the Coke? I was like, I don't have anything. So I walked over with a 45-cent tip. Fuck that lady. Last day of work. Last time I was there, a 218 Sterling comes in. And PFT was working with us at the same time too. He hated 218 Sterling. He got boned by them more often than not because the owner of the shop hated PFT. So
he's stuck up with the shitty deliveries
all the time. So the last day, PFT left the job earlier, so he wasn't working with the shop.
Well, yeah, wouldn't you if you got sent to 218 Sterling all the time?
That's the only order they're waiting. They're bypassing him to wait for 218 Sterling.
100%. So last day, 218 Sterling order comes in. I'm like, Nick, I got this. So I get her sandwich and her Diet Coke. And if you guys have never messed with Diet Coke, it is the most fizzy soda of all sodas. Something with the aspartame. It is fizzy as fuck. And I called PFT up on the phone and I was like, you hear that sound, bro? And he goes, what's that? And I was just shaking the 2-liter of Coke into the phone. I was like, that's 218 Sterling's Diet Coke.
I hope she got sprayed with it.
She's still sticky. Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know. I left the job after that day.
He magpied her. She lost an eye.
Yeah. Well, those people though, they deserve something for what they put those pizza drivers through. The people that never ever tip on a delivery, those are the worst.
Yeah. Mine's not a delivery story, but I was working for this this place in Lexington, and they had the I was making pizzas in there. You know, I was driving too, but I was making pizzas, and the regional managers came in to kind of like oversee how we were doing and stuff. And for some reason, I just got so fucking nervous that these regional managers were in there that I made a pizza without putting cheese on it. I sent it through the oven, and they
high pressure situation.
It was high pressure. They reprimanded me for
Did
like
it have
being a
toppings?
complete. Yeah, it had like I don't even remember what
sauce
it
and
had.
pepperoni.
It had sauce and no cheese. And so they reprimanded me for like, you got to put cheese on these. And I was like, Jesus Christ, I fucking know. I don't know why I think I was high or something. And they were just, it was real embarrassing.
Did you guys make the
Pizza
pizzas
shop.
often when you're delivering or no, right? Or
Oh yeah, you made them like at late night.
Yeah.
You were answering phones, you were making them, you were delivering them.
Pizza shop was it's just the best, man. We had like a situation where you'd just go to chill because it was a bar and pizza place. So you'd just go chill in the walk-in freezer. If it got too intense out there, if there was just too many pizzas, too many beers going around, you just chill in the walk-in freezer, smoke some weed.
I love the walk-in
Lots of
chill.
drugs.
Yeah, those were the days, man. Pizza shop. That's the
Pizza
place.
shops.
And then
There's, like,
could you
some
imagine
meats
this?
you can eat.
We can't do pizza anymore.
Well, not during the Fatathon. But think about this: Bill Murray and Chevy Chase were in the same pizza shop in Chicago when they were back in the Second City days. Pizza shops, excellent comedy. Just funny people. I feel like pizza. It attracts good folks.
Hilarious crowd.
Yeah. All right. And then
you like pizza too? All right.
Yeah. Everybody's having a good time. All right. The last voicemail from Eli.
Hi, I feel like I'm from Wisconsin. So I was just listening to the podcast, talking about up test versus down test, the way teachers hand them out. And brings me back to college. I was in a calc class, and the teacher was a down test hander-outer. But the weird thing was, my name's Eli, and there's another Eli in the class, which is a very uncommon name. And it turns out we both are Eli W's. And so it's super rare for someone like, I don't know, for us. And she handed out the test backwards. So she handed him my test and my test to him. And I received a test that got a 55%, and he got a test that said 95%. And he was all happy and cheery, and I was all pissed off. But then I looked, I'm like, this isn't my handwriting. And then it turned out the test returned. So I'm kind of wondering, have you guys had any points in your life where you thought you had really bad news and it turned out to be really good? Or was it bad news or good news that turned really bad really quick? Have a good day.
Wow. Great story.
Yeah, that's funny.
Poor dumb Eli W though.
Yeah, the teacher's like, "Oh, sorry, I meant to give you other Eli's tests."
Yeah, he found out exactly how dumb the kid he thought was dumb was.
I couldn't hear the town he said, but it didn't sound big. So I'd imagine that dumb Eli W had to deal with smart Eli W for a long time.
Oof.
Yeah.
And now he's still leaving voicemails about his percentages.
Yeah, I don't know. Anybody have like a reversal news? You thought it was
one.
good and it was horrible. You thought it was bad and it was good. What you got?
I was dating a girl who was coming out of a relationship, right, where her ex-boyfriend was he was a junkie, it turned out. Like he was a secret junkie.
Okay. Yeah.
And he was using needles and shit. And we've been dating for like, I want to say like 6 months maybe. And she got a phone call. Well, we're actually at my parents' house. We were visiting my parents' house. She got a phone call from her college medical center. And they were like, you need to get on the phone with us right now. And she was like, what? So she called them back.
Never good. That's never
And
good.
they were like, we regret to inform you that you have hepatitis C. And she was like, what the fuck are you talking about? She went in to get an AIDS test or an HIV test. And they called her back. They were like, you have hepatitis C. And she's like, what? So she calls me. Oh, we were at her parents' house when she got the message. We came back to Texas. She calls me. I'm at work. She's like, I have hep C. I just got a positive test call.
That's a rough call.
Bad news. Yeah, bad.
We had been banging no Connie. It's absolutely. I probably got the hep C. I immediately leave work and go direct to the LabCorp, which is like, whenever I get an STD test, I go to the high-end STD place where they email me the results because
you're not messing
there's
with
bad
the
news.
free
I don't want
clinic.
to. Yeah, I don't want to talk to anyone on the phone. I'll pay any amount to not talk to someone on the phone for bad results. I want it to be an email.
Have you guys ever sat in the free clinic like before you had health insurance? Maybe you got.
Oh yeah.
That's a waiting room. Whoa, buddy.
Diagnostics.
Yeah.
The free clinic is bad.
The free clinic waiting room is fucking hilarious.
Bad vibe in there.
So I'm driving to the LabCorp and I call my dad because I'm like, yep. So we got Hep C. We're gonna have to deal with it, Dad. And he's like, okay, man, we're gonna get through this. He's trying to be cool, be a rock for me. He's like, don't worry about brother, like it's treatable. This is before there was like better treatments for it, right? So I'm walking into LabCorp and like LabCorp is like it's like a fucking military bunker. Like the walls are 3 feet thick. Your phone does not work in there. And I walk in and I get that. I get the blood test and I'm like, God, just a bad fucking day. And I'm walking out and I talked to my girlfriend on the way in. I'm like, we're going to get through this. This fucking sucks. And I'm walking out and she calls me and I'm like, what's up? And she's like, I don't have it. And I'm like, what do you mean you don't have it? And when I guess she went to a free clinic and when they were marking her HIV test, they marked accidentally the wrong box and marked her positive for hepatitis C.
You believed her?
Can you
No, it's true. And then she was like,
but he got an email.
Sat me down and they were like, please don't sue us. We're a free clinic.
That's what I was gonna say. Can't you sue for that?
She could have sued, but it was a free clinic.
That's
turned out to be all good.
That's bad.
Yeah, that is scary.
Wow. Well, that's
she
really good.
She could have made some interesting life decisions at because of that.
Yeah. Could have been bad.
Yeah.
I'm trying to think. I don't know. I can't.
We're running long.
I got
really
kind of a fucked up one. I was dating this girl and we were like kind of dating and she went back home and I was like the guy that she was cheating with on the guy that was cheating with her on his like girlfriend or something. It was a whole love triangle. Anyway, he found out about me when she went back home. I get a call and he told me that she was pregnant. He found out my number. He like searched through her phone, calls me, says, "Hey, this is so-and-so. I just want to let you know, this girl's pregnant." And I was like, "Oh my God, what are you kidding me?" He's like, it's not mine. Cause I wear a condom and all this shit. And I was like, "Oh my God, Jesus Christ."
So she's pregnant with somebody else's baby. He's saying,
well, he was trying to say that I was
the father.
That. Yeah. And I was like, oh my God. So I had to call her and she was like, no, absolutely not. I just got my period. He's a fucking idiot. And like, but Jesus. It was the scariest like 20 minutes of my life.
He was fucking with you.
Oh, he's fucking with me and he got me good.
Ooh, yeah. That guy didn't like you. Yeah.
No, he hated me. He wanted to kill me.
That turned out to be good news because she was fine. All right.
I'm bleeding right now.
What a wild ride, boys. And that's going to do it for another week of Hard Factor. We fucking love every single one of you in the Hardo Hive and can't wait to be back getting you the news again on Monday. Whether we're on SiriusXM, podcasts, YouTube, whatever you're listening on, watching on, thank you for following along and having some fun with us this Friday. And don't forget, most importantly, have a great fucking weekend.